From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Greg Reynolds to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Throwing again, it's gone. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Play action now with Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. Taking a deep shot here. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at first down here. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Running on second with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, it's Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is gone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Purdy to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Lions will go on offense. Goff on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Trying again, following the sack. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And that will not be enough for a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers watches the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Called it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. He still has room inside the 30. It's a 31-yard play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
So many offenses will script Kate the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. Back to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Reynolds with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Goff setting to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 15. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking to throw, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. This is Montgomery running right. Along this sideline inside the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throw from Goff. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Tried getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So it'll be second down. Now Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Pretty throw it here on first. And he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun is Purdy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Brian Branch in on the tackle. On second down, Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right to the air, here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll go play action. Purdy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. A give for McCaffrey running right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. To throw, it's Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49ers. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. It is caught left side by St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 2. Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. They're trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. run with Gibbs. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way to the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Pass completed is St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over possession here at the 44.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. First and 10. Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And this will be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, halftime here, it's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Goff to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Oh, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. 2nd and 7. They'll go play action with Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll go play action. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Now it's McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Purdy. He puts it up, and it's caught.